How did you feel about watching this when it first came out compared to recently watching it?
Wow, that's a great question, man. Back in the day when I first watched it, to be honest, I just liked the premise of the movie. Just looked like a player doing his thing. You know what I mean? He didn't really. I was 92. I think about 92. I was 15, maybe. You know what I mean? So it was a different time in your life. So just looking at what's going on as far as the movie and the player having a good time doing what he do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a fun movie. You know what I mean? Eddie Murphy was the man.
He was.
You know what I mean? Especially in 92. You know what I mean?
Coming off all that Beverly Hills Cop stuff.
Right. Beverly Hills Cop. And you got Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Robin Givens.
A
young Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? David Allen Greer. All these players that we grew up watching. You know what I mean? Back then, they were in the heyday. You know what I mean? So it was just a great movie to watch. You know what I mean? It was just awesome cast, funny. You know what I mean? A lot of sexual energy. You know what I mean? Just fun. You know what I mean? Back then, it was just a great movie. Something that entertained us as a community and our culture. You know what I mean? And it was great, man. It was just a fun movie back then.
When I watched it back then, I was 92. I was 20.
Right.
So I was kind of moving and grooving, had my own apartment and stuff. So
yeah, you were more on that level.
I was more older, so I can I was kind of understanding what the movie was actually about and stuff like that.
Right.
But it was refreshing to see all those black faces.
Right.
And, see a movie where it was like, smart writing, you know, the screenplay was written right. And it just wasn't, we had a lot of ratchet shit back then.
Yeah, we did.
We had a lot of hood shit, a lot of ghetto shit, good stuff. Yeah, bro. You know, we had the Boys in the Hood, the Menace and all that stuff.
Great movies.
Great movies, but it was more hood related.
Exactly.
And this was more executive related.
More sophisticated.
It was very sophisticated.
Right.
It wasn't, the black culture appreciated it, but I think they appreciate it more now.
Now they do because they're
now,
old and they know what it's like now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Back then, it was a little different because we haven't really seen anything like that.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? So it was kind of the whole thing was just like, damn, you see successful black people actually doing stuff without, like you said, there's no drug involvement, none of that. They're just just a regular society making money, living like they're supposed to and doing things like that and living life. You know what I mean?
Living life. You know? Living life. Yeah.